Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Pike County community is remembering a man they say was larger than life. And the Jenny Wiley Festival in Prestonsburg is halfway through with plenty of events left for the weekend.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on October 13th. Now let's check in with meteorologist Evan Hatter for a look at your forecast this morning. And Evan, this is really our last day of glory for a few days.
You know, spooky Friday the 13th,
Spooky.
right? Everybody's superstitious today. Well, the weather's going to be absolutely fantastic. So no bad luck in that department today, I suppose. As we look outside, though, we are seeing some fog thick this morning, appropriately spooky on such a superstitious day. We've started to bring in the fog this morning from our studios here in Hazard. Temperatures near 50. We're closer to 60 in Pikeville. Our Pikeville Medical Center's got a foggy view on it as well. So leave a little extra time to get where you need to go this morning. Already seeing visibilities along the Tennessee-Kentucky border near zero. Same thing up in Charleston, West Virginia. But many of us still seeing some of that fog out there. So just make sure you leave plenty of room between you and the car in front of you. Low to mid-50s this morning, even a few upper 50s out there. Jackson checking in at 60 already. We're on our way to a beautiful day with plenty of sunshine. Temperatures mid-50s mid-morning, near 70 by midday, and we're pushing 80 as clouds increase this afternoon. Changes, though, they're on the way. Those details in a few minutes. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Evan. A lifelong firefighter in Pike County took his final ride through his community yesterday, sparking a flood of memorials and messages from those he touched. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more about the big shoes left behind by Big Sid.
Jeffrey Dean Lester, known as Big Sid, was a real-life superhero. He's straight out of a comic book.
Big Sid was an unstoppable force of care and change.
Literal and figurative, you're never going to feel his shoes in this area.
Earning his nickname through not only the size of his body, but the size of his heart.
As when Sid was there was no worries.
The first responder dedicated more than 3 decades to his community as a firefighter, an EMT, and more. Always one call away and rising from every fall.
Well, I'm backing up. Now, once the whole truck stops, I didn't know what happened. Looked, I hit Big Sid. It stopped the truck dead. It went about 2 or 3 days. I went down and checked on him. I said, buddy, where you been? Why ain't you been out? Man, you broke my ribs. So that was a good one.
Even that didn't keep him down long. But after years of stories and sharing, the public servant made his final call Thursday.
It's going to take everybody in this town to be the person he was, because he could be everywhere all at once, and I don't know how.
Leaving a big impact. Remembered by those he left behind as a friend to all.
Sid's porch was where you went. Anybody was welcome. Everybody could sit there.
A father to many.
Yeah, he didn't understand how many lives he actually had touched.
And a fixture unlike any other.
That was the kind of role he played for everybody. And as soon as you were there and you were Sid's, you were Sid's. I don't know if there's anybody else that can do that.
In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The fire department president, Charles McGuire, says Big Sid was also a champion for the establishment of an ambulance service in Phelps, and they hope to keep pushing that project forward in his honor. The second day of the Jenny Wiley Festival in Prestonsburg is in the books, but there are still events coming up today and Saturday. Vendors will set up the next 2 days. There will also be a cornhole tournament at City Hall on Friday, a 5K and car show on Saturday, and more. Festival committee member Angela Baldridge says they are excited about every event, especially the music lineup.
There's music every day. There's lunchtime entertainment. Friday night we have a couple of artists that's going to be coming on in the evening. We have Johnny Pop Day. He's from Pike County. He does really well, and I think everybody's going to enjoy him.
The Jenny Wiley Festival Parade will be Saturday at 3 p.m. on South Lake Drive. Hazard Community and Technical College was awarded a more than $2 million grant. It's through a Department of Education program that aims to strengthen schools that serve primarily low-income communities. Officials say this will add 6 new jobs and expand the offices of retention services and sponsored projects. The oldest player to score in a college basketball game set the record at 73 years old. His name is Ken Mink, and he is from right here in Eastern Kentucky. Mink grew up in Vico playing basketball and went on to play in college at Lee's Junior College in Jackson. But during his time there, he says he was unjustly expelled from the team. And 53 years later, he made the decision that he had some unfinished business.
When I was 73 years old, I was working out on my driveway shooting basketball. And I told my wife, you know, I have a year left of college eligibility. I think I'll try to see if I can get it. And she laughed. She said, yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of colleges need a 73-year-old white guy on their team.
After sending multiple emails to college coaches, Mink became the 12th man on the Roane State College basketball team, scoring 5 points that season. He has been featured on national television and in Ripley's Believe It or Not. Mink is now 88 years old. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, eyes will be on the sky this weekend for a Ring of Fire solar eclipse, but you will need some glasses before looking up.